Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. So good. I am ready to just take a deep dive into getting really creative with some cards. I had, my head is full of all these ideas. And so let's just see where that takes us. You know what I mean? You never know. You never know. Good morning, Valerie. How are you today? How is California? Good, I hope. Good, I hope. Here, well, everything's okay. Good morning, Debbie. How are you? Hey, Keels. It's almost Keely's birthday, everyone. And it's Joni's birthday tomorrow and Keely's birthday on Thursday. Morning, Tam. How are you? I know, it's weird, isn't it? The time change. It's so weird. It's so weird. And it's always, it always throws me a little bit. Like I have to stop and think for a minute. Do you know what I mean? So if you are brand new here, if you would, I'll say happy birthday to them on other days. I know Lindsay has a birthday person. If anybody wants to volunteer for that, please, I would love that. I know I can't do it. But it would be nice if we all wished each other a happy birthday, right? If you're brand new here, if you would follow, like, and subscribe to Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I would greatly appreciate that. And then ask to join our 2 private Facebook groups, Stitch Along with Ann Facebook group and Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook group. We are currently on the Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook page. I know it's confusing. I know. For all things Ant and Artsy, please go to AnnCorbiereScottDesigns.com. There will be a brand new art printable tomorrow for the birthday party. There will also be, so there's lots of things happening. So there'll be a new art printable available first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, Arizona time. So let's say 6 o'clock Arizona time. There'll be a special pop-in paint party at noon Arizona time tomorrow because earlier in the day I have my Stitch Along at 9. And then there will be sales. Like everything on my website will be on sale. Everything on my website will be on sale for 24 hours. So start to go, I would recommend you go on the website and check out, make a list of what you want, or maybe make a cart because, well, I don't know if you can do that. Yeah, maybe you can, yes. And then I will give you the, every single thing will be on sale, but it'll be on sale differently. Like I will tell you, washi tapes will all be, oh, am I cutting out, Deb? All washi tapes will be $4 off. All sets of washi tape. Everything is, washis are all in sets. All printables will be $4, including the new one. All classes will be $4 off. Are you sensing a trend? Because it's my 4th birthday. So if there are classes that you wanted to take that you didn't, now's the time. All pins, coasters, and stickers will be 4 for $10. The pins, I I'm still fiddling with that one a little bit. Anyway, that's the, yes, stickers. Everything will be on sale. And I will do that. I will put that all in the, on the website. I will work all those prices in as soon as, as soon as I get back from getting my hair done today. My hair is so sparkly because my hair appointment was while I was still in Michigan, so I had to cancel it. And so I am finally getting in to get some hair repair done today. Oh my gosh, Debbie, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do about that. Can you refresh your page? Does that help? I have all of these card bases that I need to just burnish the fold. I cut them and I scored them, but I haven't folded them yet. But I do have lots of bits and pieces of cards to finish. I have some really fun topics. Okay, so I have my little list of things to talk about. I talked about the birthday party. And I talked about Keely and Joni's birthdays. Hello, Kristen Mueller. How are you this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am just getting some card bases ready for some card making this morning. Let's see. So I'll set these aside and then we can talk about all the other things. I have so many things to talk to you about. Oh, let's talk about The Artist Way. Good morning, Peg. So I bought a new copy of The Artist Way, and I have it in all the ways. I have it at Audible. I have it on my Kindle. I have, and now I have a paperback copy of The Artist Way and The Artist Way Morning Pages Journal. You could just use a notebook. But I just bought it because we're going to do it for a while. So I'm thinking let's start this on Thursday. I said originally that we were going to start it on the 1st, but we kind of have a lot of other things going. So let's do this on Thursday. So The Artist Way, there is a link on my website. It's the only link right now in the and Artsy Arsenal. And so I just thought this would be a fun way to just grow our creativity in a very different way. Okay, so set that aside. And then I have some mail that I just received that I wanted to share. I got this gorgeous card. Oh, sure. Absolutely. No, you don't need both books. You don't. You can just use a notebook or a journal or whatever for your morning pages. I just bought it because I thought it would be a good tool for me to use as a reference. So, Deb, we're going to start this on Thursday, and The Artist Way is just a really cool way to get over some limiting beliefs and just open yourself up creatively. So, Anyway, that's that. You know I am a book lover. Okay, so I got some... Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh, Tammy, that reminds me. So yesterday I went to Carmen's house. And, you know, I told Jeff, I go, whose house am I going to go to this morning? Because going to my friends' houses in the morning does seem to help my heart a little bit. But I went to Carmen's yesterday, and we just chatted and chatted and chatted and chatted. I was just going to run over there to give her some stuff and to chat about one little thing. And then, you know what? It turned into 3 hours of us sitting on her back patio and just blabbing the day away. It was lovely. It was the perfect kind of morning. And I came home with some Carmen beans. So what could be wrong with that, right? Anyway, she inspired me to stuff. I know I love that Carmen too, Deb. So she showed me a journal where she has started to draw faces. And I was like, oh my gosh, Carm, all this was happening and I didn't know. So I said, you have inspired me to start drawing faces too. It's not an area where I am proficient or even good at, but I'll take the challenge. And she tried to give me a little art journal. And I said, Carm, I cannot take your little art journal until I use up the 75 that I have sitting in my studio. So all that to say, yes, Tammy, I totally get it. Like I don't have enough journals. Whatevs. Anyway, okay, so here is a card that I got from my dear friend Pam from Oklahoma, and she introduced herself like I wouldn't remember her. Pam, of course I remember you. We had a lovely connection. Anyway, so pretty, so pretty. Thank you, Pam. You touched my heart with your kind words. And this is from our lovely friend, Linda. And I just, look at that gorgeous washi tape, all colored and pretty. I can't tell you enough how much my heart just heals a little bit more each time somebody sends me a card and their kind words. I tell my kids all the time, you know what I want for Christmas? You know what I want for my birthday? Your words. I want kind words. For any time. That's Linda Schuldeis. Anyway, both of these contain the loveliest words, and they're super healing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. While I was in, you know I love an airport bookstore. So while I was in the Detroit airport, shut up, look what I found. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Frida Kahlo sticky notes. Come on. Are they the cutest? I love all this stuff. I love all those little weird gifty things that you can get. But anyway, let's see. I did want, so I'm going to start, I did get some other things at the Words bookstore in Minneapolis, St. Paul that I will show you on another day. And I can't show you all of them because I know. And you know what? And I got Frida Crocs. I don't think they're right here. Just a sec. Look at them. Just look at them. Look at the, stop it with this it has to go on the front, right? It has to go on the front because look at the, oh my gosh. All those flowers. I'm just in love with them. I'm just in love with them. I know. Debbie, shut up. Okay, so I have some bits and bobs that I want to make into some artsy cards. And so, and I have them all kind of stapled together with some kind of ideas. Okay, so I thought we could just chat while I fiddle around with some bits and bobs. Okay, do you remember this? I started this like 100 years ago. I have this cacti that I remember I painted it, and then I used those matte gel pens to enhance it. We're all about the enhancement, aren't we? And I just thought, once I cut this out, I have some kind of ideas where I want to go with this. Building a artsy card with some of this fodder that we've created. I love fussy cutting. I know some people, it's the bane of their existence, but I love it. It kind of makes me slow my roll. Do you know what I mean? And so, while I slow it down, I think, oh, what should I do? What should I do with, like, should I add some more enhancement? Like those two leaves, should I leave them plain? Should I add something more? Like the, should I do something to brighten the saguaro at all? I don't know. But I'll just take this, good morning, Carolee. How are you, my friend? Carolee is the owner of Adorn It. And she and I have known each other forever and a day. And can I say, Adorn It is the kindest, loveliest company to work for. I love being, I'm so proud of being a Adorn It artist. And I will just say, Carolee, Georgie said the loveliest things to me when I told her that my mom had passed and that I was going to be out of commission for a little bit. She was lovely. Thank you for raising such a lovely kid. I'm sure they're all lovely. A little bit more. Oh, I wanted to say, I love Adorn It too. I'm telling you, they're just the best. I've wanted to draw for them forever. You can ask Keely. And we just happened to meet one of the girls that was a these papers kind of take that. But I also have this one. Do you remember we made this one? Remember last time I cut this in half? Kind of feeling like, I'm telling you, it was Eileen. I met Eileen and chatted with her. We were both at one of Heidi Swap, not Heidi Swap. What was the name of it, Keels? It was in Las Vegas. That no, I don't remember. But anyway, it was a art gathering of sorts, and I just talked to Eileen, and she goes, "You know what? Just contact them. They're always looking for artists." And so I did, and it has been it must be Dandelion Yellowstone full season for fans. What are you talking about? This, okay, so let's, the color, this color, let's see, let's chop off this white edge. And then let's go 5.5. You know I love Dandelion. I know. I have that. I asked Tammy. She was going to the Crayola place with her granddaughter. And I said, will you look for Dandelion? Will you look for Dandelion crayons? And if you find them, buy me 1,000,000 of them. But there were none. All right, let's see. You know, let's cut it in half. I'm loving that. Then you get 2 amazing cards. Thank you, Valerie, for the great idea for this Saguaro of cutting it in half. Well, we'll just have to get together again, sister. Right? Come on, you guys. Look at that. What if... I have... So I was digging through my dad's stuff that he was going to throw away. And look at... I have this... this envelope that has a blue security... Stop it. And I have this one. That has blue security. Let's call it AT&T blue. Okay, so let's look at this. Oh, I think it looks more, I think it looks more this blue, don't you think? I'm looking at it, looking at it, looking at it. I have, oh. Everybody take a drink. Ooh, good to know, Deb. Mayo Clinic. Okay. Do I like this? Or do I like this? Or, do I like this one? Go here. Go here. Remember, this was on Crayon Day. Speaking of crayons. I kind of like that, you guys. And then I have these little bits and bobs, these little label-y things. I have this little weird, and I have this. I just thought this morning would be a good card building morning. We have a lot of little bits and bobs. Kind of fiddle around. I have this envelope, this Ziploc bag that has, you know, I love me a Ziploc bag. I have this Ziploc bag that has a multitude of strips. I can't help myself. Okay, let's see. I have that. Maybe that. That. I have this tissue that's Keely sent me something that had that tissue. And you know, I can't waste. I have all these bits and bobs. This started out as all the squares, remember, from the retreat, and then I just, you know, can't help myself. All right, let's see. I think that's too clashy. What do you think? Oh, I kind of dig that. What do you think? I don't know, this feels really stark in some kind of way. Oh, how about this? No. What about this? I don't think so, but let's look. Maybe. What else do we have? Kind of like this, but I feel like I need something between this and this. So maybe I need to just let this one percolate for a little bit. And it's already cut in half, so it'll be something soon. Because you know I have all kinds of things over here to fiddle around with. Okay. So I have okay. All right, let's look at this pile and see what we can do with this. Okay, so I have this cactus and this mat, which I love, right? But I feel like we need something else kind of going on. So I was digging around in my box of tricks, and I found a couple of things. So what do you think if we have this and we play on the bumps on this Saguaro? And I have all of these little bits that I cut, who knows. But but I thought it might be cool do you know what I mean? And they're all different, so they're all, do you know what I mean? They'll all be all different sizes and shapes. And I kind of dig that. Oh my God, I'm totally loving this. Right? Or do we put it in the center and do it on both sides? What do you think? That could be cool. I hope you save all your bits and bobs. I sure do. Because I always feel like I got something else I could do with all those, especially if it's already painted, you know? Okay, what else do I have to talk about? This one, right here, I know. I'm thinking about it too, Deb. I am thinking about it too. That is a little bit too... I like the haphazardness of this. I feel like it's really, it's making me all kinds of happy. So, May, there are a couple artists out there who have something called Messy May. And I thought, you know what? We could absolutely adopt that in our world. And so, I thought, let's do that. Like, what can we do? What can we do, Messy May? I think, well, hi, Sammy. How are you? I thought, it would be the perfect art journaling, title for the month of May for us. Oh my gosh. You guys, I love that so much. And I'm thinking maybe if I have it slightly off center, and then I have, I don't know. Maybe, no. Maybe, I thought I had, some sentiments that I was thinking about using. Here we go. Okay. Integrity is everything. Art is good for the soul. But I thought I could fiddle around with, do you remember I did these with, pan pastels. And then I sprayed them with that perfect fix that Peggy got me. Degas Fixative. Non-odor. You don't have to do it outside. I love it. Thank you, Peg. I told myself I wasn't going for quantity of cards this morning. I was going for like the artsy vibe that I'm kind of thinking about. Like I just want, even if I just get one done today, it'll be an artsy masterpiece. Kind of take that, but I don't know. Let's see. Okay, Messy May. Mail call did that. Did you know that yesterday was Willie Nelson's 91st birthday? I just love him. I just love him. And so I thought, holy smokes. Linda, were you here when I said thank you for your card? Oh my gosh, you touched my heart. I can't describe how much you touched my heart. Seriously. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody take a drink. It was so beautiful. And I was talking about how kind words are the way to my heart, that's for sure. Okay, what if we, I don't know, maybe we could tuck that under there somehow. Oh, ditto, Linda. Ditto, ditto, ditto. Kind of liking this. I do have, you guys are going to think I'm crazy. Look, I do have these polka dots that I punched from something 100 years ago. You know what? I need to start gluing things down, don't I? I need to at least glue down the green sides. But I feel like I want this. Integrity is everything. Art is good for the soul. I don't know which one I want to use, but I want to cut the words apart and glue them on there. But let's start with these edges. All right. Okay, I will. Let me glue these down first, and then we will. My art glitter glue, which I just adore. I know that fixative is amazing, isn't it, Linda? It's just amazing. Like that you, number one, that you're not gagging yourself from the smell. And that you don't have to go outside. Because sometimes when I'm in a mood, when I'm in a art making mood, I kind of don't want to leave my desk, you know? I want to get on a roll. So, speaking of art making, I saw this interview with Ethan Hawke, and it just stopped me in my tracks. Do you ever have that happen? Okay, so here's what he said. I wrote down the whole quote because it just spoke to me, and I thought, my gals will love it. They will love it. Art is not a luxury. It is actually sustenance. We need it. Do you think human creativity matters? Well, most people don't spend a lot of time thinking about poetry until their father dies. They go to a funeral. You lose a child. Somebody breaks your heart. And all of a sudden, you are desperate for making sense out of this life. And has anybody ever felt this bad before? Or the inverse, something great. You meet someone and your heart explodes. You love them so much you can't even see straight. You're dizzy. Did anyone feel like this before? What is happening to me? And that's when art is not a luxury. It's actually sustenance. We need it. There's a thing that worries me sometimes whenever you talk about creativity, because you can have this kind of feel that it's just nice, you know, or it's warm, or it's something pleasant. It's not. It's vital. It's the way, it's the way we heal each other. In singing our song, in telling our story, inviting you to say, hey, listen to me, and I'll listen to you. We're starting a dialogue, and we start to witness each other's common humanity. And when you do that, the healing starts. You guys, that one just, holy smokes, it just touched my heart. So much that I told you I wrote down every word he said. I just found it so fascinating because art is often dismissed as just something pretty or, you know, but it's just frivolous oftentimes, but it's not. It's so much more. And we know that, but sometimes others don't know that. Or maybe you know that, but you have a hard time believing in yourself enough to believe that about your art. But just know it's true. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm loving this so much. What was the other thing I wanted to talk to you about? Oh, here's a weird thing. So this morning I was preparing breakfast for myself, and I happened to look out the window over my sink, and I can see the fence in the backyard, and there's these two birds, and they're just kind of fluttering around, and we always have birds on that fence, and they're just fun to watch sometimes, you know. But something weird happened, and they were both mourning doves. And if you know a mourning dove, they have this most sour, I'm trying to say, mournful, there you go, cry. Their call is so sorrowful. That's what I was trying to say. But this morning, these two birds were dancing around on the top of the fence, and one had its wings straight up, just one wing, right? And the other just kind of kept dancing away. And then I thought, oh my gosh, am I watching like bird porn or something? Is that the boy who's trying to impress the girl? I don't know. Kind of made me laugh. Okay, so shall we go in the center, do you think, you guys? I kind of like that, a little bit of center. I'm telling you, the birds, that made me laugh so hard. Was it some kind of a signal to her? Like, hey, you need to get ready for me? I don't know. Oh, I'm loving this. Heart on the right. Okay, Sammy. If I go a little bit there and a little bit there. I'm telling you, Tammy, it was crazy. It was crazy. I'm kind of liking that. What do you guys think of that? And then I can put my words on here. Let me do that part first. I know, but I trust all of your artistic eye. Okay, let's see. Oh, so I'm sure you saw my post about independent bookstore day. I got so many good books, you guys. I got 5 books. And I haven't bought books in a long time. I almost always buy Kindle or Audible because I can, number one, I can have 500 books on my phone or my tablet, my iPad. But I was really, my friend Connie invited me to breakfast and then to this independent bookstore here in Arizona called The Poison Pen. Can you imagine what kind of books they mostly sell? Mysteries and thrillers and suspense and all of that. But they did have some other stuff too. So I started, and I'm kind of in this weird period in my life right now, but I need some, you know what? My mom taught me to be a voracious reader. She was a voracious reader. And so I thought, I need to just start reading. And so I started with the lightest one, like the lightest. Oh, Bridget, because who knows where they are. Welcome, by the way. Oh, shut up, you guys. I'm loving that. I'm loving it. Okay, so anyway, I started this book called Just for the Summer, which was highly recommended by my friend Connie. And as it was just like a light summer read. And so that's kind of where my noggin is at. And the author is Abby Jimenez. And she, I believe she's a comedian. But it feels good. And on Sunday, I just read in the backyard for a while. It was lovely. It was beautiful weather. And, this is the time of year in Phoenix. Well, we do try to spend time in our backyard. But I just glued it to the table. What are those dang tweezers, Bridget? Honest to beat. Is it frustrating watching this debacle? Probably. I think I have a pokey thing, which I think I could use. Oh, wait. Oh, Quickie glue pen. I had that other pokey thing that, or I had that one that I use for, gems and stuff, but I remember the tip broke off. So, that's not usable right now. Let's see. I do have. Here we go. Oh, sorry. I do have this pokey thing. So let's try that. Oh, so the poison pen. So I bought a couple of books for book club. The Heaven and Earth grocery store. Has anybody read that? It looks super good. And that's our next book club selection. And Braiding Sweetgrass, which I thought would be a good one. And a couple of J.A. Jance, because so J.A. Jance, if you know her, she's just the most fascinating person. She is an author of kind of whodunit detective-y stories. And her, she writes them. She's just the most, I've seen her speak a couple of times, and she's just amazing. So she was in a rotten marriage, and so, and had these small children, and she lived in Bisbee, Arizona. And so she, which is a little town, and kind of to save her soul, she would write every night. And anyway, she wrote these stories, and she since divorced the guy and got her degree at a time when the University of Arizona would not, like they I'm trying to remember the exact details, but they didn't let her, they weren't gonna, they were like kind of trying to convince her to become a teacher or a nurse or whatever, and she was like, no, I'm a writer. Anyway, she so now she writes these books, and it's a whole series, and I hadn't read any in so long. Do you know when you've done that, when you've read a series of books and then you're like, I don't remember where I left off. And so I just got like the last two. And she has a couple of different series. She has Joanna Brady is the one that I like the best, where she's a sheriff in southern Arizona. But she and she also has I'm kind of liking that, you guys. I have this heart, or I have this brighter pink heart. Let's see. I'm going to end up using both of them on something anyway, right? Anyway, her books are just so engaging, and they're about Arizona, and so I like that. The book I'm reading right now, Debbie, one of the main characters lives in Minnesota. So that was part of my reasoning for grabbing it too. It was a nice Midwest story. I think I like that one better. What do you think? Or do I take that out altogether? I don't know. Let's read the comfort book, and then I will make a decision. Okay. So we're just going to open it up. The gold saddle goldfish. The gold saddle goldfish is a beautiful golden fish, similar in size and behavior to a red mullet, vulnerable to numerous large predators, including humans, within the waters around Hawaii. Local divers have recently begun to notice a striking and much larger fish of an identical yellow-gold color swimming in the same sea. When divers swim right next to this big fish, it stops being a big fish altogether, breaking up into 8 or so standard-sized gold saddle goldfish. It appears that the fish swim extremely close together in a perfect fish-size pattern when they feel threatened. Another one of the million examples in nature of how we living creatures shed our vulnerability when we join together and swim as one. Humans, too, can be saved by each other. Each year's human rights struggles, catastrophes, or pandemics are examples of how people pull together in a crisis, how neighbors turn to neighbors, friends to friends, allies to allies. We have each other. Togetherness is a rule of nature. Ooh, that was good, wasn't it? That was so good. Keep the heart. Okay. I know I do kind of like the three element kind of deal there. I'm kind of digging that. I like the brighter heart too, Valerie. I do. So I am going to bid you adieu because I have to go to the bathroom. And so that will conclude today's artsy fun. Not really, just our artsy fun together. We'll have lots of artsy fun for the rest of the day, I'm sure. So thank you all so very much for hanging with me this morning and chatting. It just means the world to me. It really does. I adore you all. That is for dang sure. So I will see you tomorrow 2 times. Remember, 9 o'clock for Stitch Along, and then the birthday party at noon. I adore you all. Thanks so very much. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.